What's going on, you guys? Back again with another video. Today we're going to be checking out our brand new 2021 Moomba Max boat. Let's go check this thing out.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So before we jump inside and show you guys what it looks like inside, just a quick little couple specs. The boat itself is a 2021 Moomba Max. It is a V-drive wakeboard boat. It has the 6.2 liter Raptor V8 from the original Gen 1 Raptor. Besides that, it's a 24 and a half foot boat, so we'll call it a 25-foot boat. 4,000 pounds of ballast. It is specifically a wakeboard and / wake surfboard boat. So it has all these little nice fancy systems to create better waves, like these little paddles here on each side. The wake plates. Has a surf system to, I guess it's kind of like a smart way to create the best possible surf wave behind the boat. Exhaust drop pipe, so all the fumes when you're surfing behind the boat kind of go down into the water. Besides that, on the exterior, I believe that is pretty much it. The paint is a blue. I don't remember exactly the color, but it is like a metal flake. It looks fucking awesome, to be honest. But let's go ahead and dive inside and kind of show you guys what this thing looks like on the interior. So as we go to get in this thing, just a couple cute, cool features kind of right off the back is, like I said, Raptor 6.2 liter engine. You have a little transom remote for the radio. Whenever you're, have the boat beached and you're hanging out behind the boat, you can control the music from here, which is honestly an awesome touch that our old boat obviously didn't have. Gailey's Marine, where we picked the boat up from. Alright, so one of the cool little new features for 2021 is that they actually added this little gator step here, like this little island in the middle of the back seat to kind of step up and into it and keep people from stepping on the leather. Also, as you can see, there's another little gator step there, keep people from stepping on the leather. Now, this boat was completely customized and ordered to our spec. Kind of a funny story. We went from wanting to buy a $40,000-$50,000 used boat to ending up pre-ordering and completely customizing to our spec this boat here. Now, full transparency, you guys, this boat was ended up being like $97,000 between me and 3 of my other brothers. So all said and done, it wasn't too bad. We're splitting it 4 ways. But yeah, so in here we have capacity for up to 17 people. Like I said, gray gator step all the way down around. We opted out for this little nice blue tubing material all along the seats inside. Cup holders for days. and there, over there, over there. A nice cool little function of this back seat is whenever you do have a wake surfer in the back, you kind of slide that out and people are able to sit and look back at the wakeboarder, and also slides right in. Now the whole reason for this boat being named the Max is because of just this boat in the Moomba line has the max amount of storage, the max amount of ballast, the max amount of capabilities, and overall it's just the max amount of height in here. I'm sitting down and I am completely comfortable. My knees aren't all the way tucked up, they're completely comfortable and bent. I mean, these little pockets back here have, I believe, I don't know, maybe 3-4 feet that it goes in. This whole little tray pops out, and then what sits underneath it are the actual ballast bags, or you could use it for more storage. You got the same thing on this side. Like I said, all these trays do remove. And then here in the middle we have another tray. However, this tray does remove also, which I will remove this just to show you guys that 6.2 liter sitting up underneath. Got a couple speakers back here on both sides, the front. The 2021 Moomba Max also comes with an optional touchscreen, which is here. You got a nice little touchscreen, your radio control, all your toggle switches, your cruise control, which actually comes in handy for wakeboarding and wake surfing. Now that's something we have not done yet, but we are definitely going to get into and hopefully learn and hopefully get pretty good at it. But besides that, you got your wake plate, which from my understanding is to control the plane of the boat whenever you are cruising. And then your flow surf system. This has a flow surf system, which from my understanding, you just flick it to either side and the boat itself will adjust those plates that I showed you guys in the back, making the surf wave on either side, whichever side this is turned to. Up here you got a nice little charging pad, which I think is pretty cool. A couple little auxiliary audio inputs, USB inputs, and like cigarette lighter. More of this little gauger stepping. A really cool function that came with this stereo was actually this little Fusion remote. We decided to put it there just because it's the most convenient spot, I guess, for a passenger to be chilling here and kind of messing with the radio as need to, and not solely on the driver because it's on that side. Back to the storage on this thing, you guys. These pockets, I mean, are just humongous. There's a pocket there. That same pocket goes to that same little glove box there. You pull this, and I mean, just storage for days. There is all our amp gear. There's 2 different amps. This is our trickle charger, which I think is pretty cool that it's already kind of in the boat. All you do is run an extension, plug it in, and you got your pretty much 24/7 trickle charger. Now these come off. There's your dual batteries. If you go ahead and close this and open up here, this kind of gives you your battery selector, your battery switch, which we will turn that on to kind of show you guys the screen and the touch screen and whatnot. More storage, deep as hell. Like I said, both sides has this storage. So for those of you who really don't understand what a wake surfboard or a wakeboarding boat is the special thing about it, for one, is that it carries ballast bags. And like I said earlier, it's 4,000 pounds. So basically what that means is the boat has 2 big bags on each side of the boat, and then 1 big bag going across the middle of the boat. What those bags are used for is, this boat, we opted out with 6 pumps. The standard is 3 pumps, but we got the 6 pumps. Like I said, we went ahead and completely spec'd this thing out. So this thing is pretty much has everything. So what the pumps do is they take the lake water, pump it into these bags, fill it out. 4,000 pounds of additional weight gets added to the boat, and that is done to sink the ass end of the boat and ultimately create a way better surf wave. So that's what that is for, and that's what some of these toggle switches are for. As you can see, ballast, fill and drain, or fill and empty, and you got 3 of those, 2 for each rear side and then 1 for the middle, so left, right, and front. Another cool little feature while we're on this little panel is all these little navigation lights. You got your build, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 accessory switches. So it's kind of like the Raptor toggle switches where you can add your own accessories. And believe it or not, we kind of already went ahead and did some modifications. Of course, you guys know what we do. I wish we would have filmed it, but unfortunately we didn't. So you hit these court lights. So our first modification, you guys, going off of this little court light switch was, for one, OEM came these little white kind of like passageways, I guess, LEDs if you would. These things, to be completely honest with you, kind of suck. Even at night, they are not bright. Right now, obviously, it's bright as hell, so you're not really going to see it, but it definitely is there. So what we went ahead and added was some cup holder lights, which we were surprised at didn't come on this boat. But as you can see, there they are. At night, these things light up freaking awesome in here. Lights up this whole area. We put some more blue LEDs up under here. Once again, lights up the area really, really, really nice. And then on top of that, what we went ahead and did is this accessory switch right next to it, which we thought was just the easiest one to keep. We tapped into these long LED strips. Again, it is bright as hell, so they are hard to see, but at night, I mean, this whole flooring lights up beautifully. And then the blue lights underneath the cup holders or above the cup holders, I mean, this whole thing is accented really, really nice. So that's something that really only shows during the nighttime, obviously. But that was I guess that was our first official mod, and it was a pretty good one. A lot of wiring, a lot of running wires around and up to this point. So, but all tucked in away nicely and out the way and done right, as it should be, right? Brand new boat. So kind of giving
get on. Like if there's a drop down. Yeah. Like if there's nothing under that.
hit them both.
Get up from here to here. This is even to get up from the water onto there. Yeah, like pretend there's no stick. You have to.
Alright, you guys, so walking up front here, we have a huge kind of sitting area up here on the bow. Pretty cool. More speakers. The one thing that I wish they would have added to this boat is cup holders up here, which they don't. But underneath this little step, there is 2 more cup holders. Once again, Moomba Max storage, which means that this thing can fit nicely and very, very easily underneath one of these storages here. But when you want to kind of cover the whole area, you just drop it in place, and now you have yourself a big sitting area. Again, following along with the gator step all the way around. Overall shot. And of course, you do have a bimini up here, which is kind of just like the shade. You drop that down, that's all clip and put in place, and you can store it in place. So that's really awesome. Our old boat, we had to completely tear that apart to store it, and then to run the boat and use the boat, we had to put it all back together. It was a hassle. This thing is just so much more easier and convenient. While we're on the tower, we do have 2 Rev 8 wet sound speakers up here. We do plan on adding 2 more, just because why not? That's kind of what we do. And then while we're on the sound system, you come up here, and there is your subwoofer. I think the subwoofer is badass. Not only is it gator step covered, it is also a fiberglass box up underneath here. So it's pretty freaking cool. And that looks to me like it's a 10 or a 12. It sounds good, but once again, it could be better and it could be modified, so why the hell not, right? So we're probably going to add another one of those over here on this side. Besides that, back to the tower, you have these quick release swivel Roswell wakeboard holders. Kind of swivel out the way, hold your wakeboards in place. And then another little cool little function of this wakeboard tower is once you drop the bimini, the top of the bimini actually serves also as 2 wake surf boats, nets or holders, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. You could put 2 wake surf boards up on top and have them held nicely in place by a net that sits on top of the bimini. Besides that, I went ahead and removed this little tray. You can see a little better this 6.2 liter Raptor 400 by Endemar. This thing is awesome. Not necessarily the fastest boat, but it's definitely very, very torquey and can get up to that 45, 50 mile per hour speed very quickly. Here is a nice little touchscreen. It's bright as hell up here, you guys, so it's making it a little harder to kind of show you guys everything, but hopefully you can see it, some of it, kind of get the idea. All touchscreen, shows you your ballast bags, shows you your RPMs, your miles per hour, your gas gauge, how many hours are on the actual boat. Our radio, because of copyright, I'm actually not going to show you guys any sounds, but that is pretty much it. I'm trying to think if I covered everything. Yeah. It's just overall, I am still shocked that we went this route and ended up getting this thing, but this thing is awesome. The wakeboard tower, I did notice that actually does unlock and the whole thing can drop for better storage. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So mods to come for this thing, probably 2 more doors or 2 more tower speakers, maybe another sub, maybe another amp. Besides that, tinted windows, that'll probably be happening here pretty soon. And I believe that's pretty much it. I'll give you guys one more walk around, a couple more beauty shots of pretty much everything in here, everything outside, and that's all I got for you guys today. So if you like this video, make sure you let me know down below. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.